Hello, I'm Renee Herlocker, and if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are a subscriber or somebody who's been watching my videos for, say like the last 3-4 years on and off, and you're like, who is this person again? She's been absent, and then she comes back, and then she posts a lot of videos, and then she's gone. Yeah, well, hello to you too. Thanks for sticking with me. I am in the midst of a huge home remodel, hence I'm in my bathroom, which is kind of the only room that's semi-done. And I'm 29 weeks pregnant, yes, and I have an 18-month-old little boy. So if you're wondering, why I'm doing all of this at once, yeah, you could call me crazy. We just kind of tend to do that. My husband and I bought a house when we were pregnant the last time with our son Camden and decided to do some reconstructing of the floors and painting and taking down a chimney, all like 2 days before we were giving birth. Yeah. So that happened, and then we just decided to stick with the trend, and when we were pregnant this time, we decided to go big. Today, I'm super excited to talk about a collaboration I am doing with Elle Lindquists. She has the channel The Lindquists, in case you were wondering. She does a daily vlog almost. She takes Sundays off, I think, but she does a vlog with her family. She has an adorable son, Ford, and she's expecting as well. So we are collabing on this video series about all things baby, basically, and we wanted to just chat with you guys on some fun topics throughout the rest of our pregnancy. Essentially, we have like, 12 weeks left or something, but we're due right around the same time. But this series will run for 5 weeks, so we'll have some fun things to talk about for the next 5 weeks for you guys. Make sure you go and check out her video because she will have an awesome outtake on, or outlook, I should say, on everything that she has to do with her baby boy Ford and introducing him to the new baby boy Lindquist. So this video is going to be about what I'm doing to prepare my firstborn, Camden. He'll be about 20 months old when baby sister is brought home from the hospital, so gearing up to make it not as much of a shock, I should say. His world is about to change. He doesn't even know it yet, but these are some tools and some fun ideas to help ease them into the whole process. First off, I think you have to start talking about it. The tummy starts to show a little bit earlier in my instance, the second time around. So he's gonna start to kind of notice what's happening, changes in mommy's, stomach, or if she's just eating a whole lot of burritos. You never know. But no, so we start talking about it, especially if they're a toddler. If they're school-age children, then they kind of get things more, and you can really sit down and explain things. But it's little things like showing mommy's tummy, saying that there's a sister or a brother on the way. So we started talking about it when I started showing and, saying there's a baby in there. And he, doesn't get it, but he would start to lift up his stomach and show his belly button, and he'd look at my belly button, and he'd start to notice that it was flattening out and disappearing, so he'd be like, button, where is it? So that started pretty early on. So I think that's just kind of a good rule of thumb, is just to start discussing it with your child. Second tip I have is to kind of introduce some sort of baby-like action. So we got Camden this baby doll right here. Creepy, kind of. Yes, this is one of Camden's little newborn outfits. It's obviously too big for this doll, but I was going through all of his stuff and I couldn't get rid of a few outfits, so I just put it on the doll, because this actually was a baby girl doll, dressed as a girl, so, which I should have kept because it would have made more sense since we're having a girl, but I didn't want to get rid of his outfit. So anyway, we had this, we introduced him, he was kind of obsessed with it on his own. We weren't really like forcing it on him, but he would always see it laying around and saying, baby, baby. And I would catch him, soon after, like taking his sippy cup and like trying to feed the baby, and that's when I really was like, oh, mommy's gonna change the baby. And I would hold the baby and, say, kiss the forehead, where's the baby's lips, where's his nose, where, all that stuff. And so he can kind of get used to something smaller, obviously, but that mommy has something in her arms and she's still gonna interact with him, but still, have something else to have her focus on. So this has kind of been a big hit. He really enjoys the baby. It is a doll, so who knows what happens when the real thing comes around. but I think it's a good idea to just kind of introduce them to a creepy baby doll. Next is something for when the baby is actually here and Camden's going to come to the hospital and say hello and meet his new little sibling for the first time. So we got him a book, and he's really into reading, so books are a good thing to kind of introduce him into some certain developmental changes, potty training being one of them as well, which I will make another video on. But this one is called I'm a Big Brother, and it's by Carolyn Jane Church. It's pretty basic. It's about when the baby has arrived and he can help and bring the bottle and throw away stinky diapers, and that's gonna be really great because he's already very helpful with his own stuff. Like, I'll have him throw his diaper away, he'll go throw something in the trash, he's gonna go get something. So I think this will be nice to interact with him, with the baby, like, can you go get the baby's bottle, go get the baby's blanket, and it'll really involve him. But just to start reading this, and he can start pointing at things like, oh, there's another little sibling here, and maybe start to connect the dots. Another tip, I think, and it's for later, mostly for when the baby is going to arrive. Everybody's talked about it, it's a good idea to give a gift to the sibling from the oldest sibling and then vice versa. So when Camden goes to the hospital, he'll be really excited and he'll have something from baby sister, like, look at little baby sister got you this. And so it's kind of fun to have them maybe pick out something for their younger siblings. So we just literally had this, somebody gave this to us. I've held on to it, and it's just a baby doll. Obviously we're on the baby doll train, and it's a baby girl. So I think Camden can give this to her. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because she's the newborn baby and this is a baby, but it could be something like this. It could be a blanket, it could be one of his favorite like Loveys and a new one, a newer version of that or something like that. But some sort of gift is always a great idea. And then because Camden was spoiled on his first birthday, I mean, his whole life has been spoiled, but we had some extra toys laying around, and fire trucks are some of his favorite things. And his papa was a fireman, so there's that little connection. So we'll have baby sister give him this as his gift, and hopefully he'll be really excited just to get something from her, and then maybe distract him for a little bit in the hospital between photo ops. So pretty basic, you guys have probably heard some of these, but I think it's very important, especially I have an 18-month-old and he's going to be 20, 21 months when the baby's here. So I think we take for granted that these little ones they don't comprehend as much as you would think they do. But they are smart little devils, and they will grasp onto an idea, or if you talk about something over and over again, it'll sink in eventually. So my whole thing is just to keep talking to Camden and have him see my stomach and kiss the baby and that kind of thing, and just get him aware that there is something else happening and there will be somebody else in the household. I'm going to show a clip right here of a picture because I thought this would be a fun, kind of cool idea. So I'm filming this intro before we're recording this, but I thought it would be a fun idea to show Camden a picture of little sister's 4D ultrasound because we had one with him, and I was really anxious to see what she looked like, if she looked like him at all. But I'm gonna show him the picture and just see if he's like freaked out or if he recognizes that it's a baby, and then we can say it's baby sister and look at you, look the same and whatever. So that just happened today. So I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if you'll be able to see these. It might be too bright. So yeah, and I'll take a picture, I'll insert it too if you can't see it. But this is Camden. That's a close-up of him. That is his umbilical cord. And then this is little sister from today. There might be weird reflection. But yeah, like I said, I'll insert it close up so you can see. I mean, they look exactly the same. It's crazy. So she is going to look like her brother, which isn't too far off, obviously, because her dad and I made them both. So anyway, I'll insert that reaction and hopefully it's pretty funny.
Hey, here, who's this?
Fire.
Fire. Who is that?
Fire.
What is that? What is that?
fire.
No, it's not fire.
Fire.
Is it sister?
Sisters.
If you guys have any tips or tricks before we bring little sister home, just to introduce Camden to that would be excellent. I'm always willing to hear your ideas. You guys are very smart cookies. And definitely check out Elle's video because she's gonna have some great insight, like I said, onto these topics as well. And I'm anxious to hear what she has to say about how she's gonna prepare for it. So thanks so much for watching, you guys, and we'll be back next week. Every Thursday we'll be posting a new video in this series. So again, social media links down below, and see you in the next one. Bye.